Welcome back. This is Tim. I've got a couple things to share with you first, some updates. On the firmware I just got this morning, it appears to be improving the Wi-Fi connection on the printer. But what I also noticed is that it required me to log out of my account on my PC and my Mac in order to be able to view the printer in the slicer. Next is the nozzle. I did confirm the nozzle is proprietary. I did a comparison between the nozzle I have on the printer and a dozen other nozzles, and none of them match. So I reached out to AnkerMake, and AnkerMake confirmed they are proprietary. They will be eventually available at the AnkerMake website store. Next is the AnkerMake News. A lot of you guys are getting your printers out there. Some of the prints that they're showing are multiple colors, so I'm not exactly sure how that's working. But you guys are getting printers. I'm seeing comments. Most of the comments are good. People are having good experiences. Every so often there is a bad experience. I hope you guys have good luck. I hope the problems get resolved. And if they're not getting resolved, please let me know. I'll share with the rest of the community. I do hope that you do reach out to AnkerMake and share your problems with the idea that they can fix it or give you suggestions to fix it, but also they can improve the printer so that future users have a better experience. Now, as far as what I'm doing today, I received a comment from a viewer that when I printed my Benchy at 0.1 layer height and 50 millimeters per second, that the temperature of the filament might be too high. And in the comment, he thought 230 was too high, but I only did 230 for the initial layer. I did 200 for 200 degrees Celsius for the entire print. But I'm still going to follow the theory of the comment. I'm going to go and try it at 180 degrees. So I'm going to switch over to the computer and you can watch with me. I've got my Benchy model built and in the slicer, and I'm going to go into expert mode. I'm actually going to go into more, and I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to change the name, and this is 0.1 millimeters at 50 millimeters per second at 180 degrees. We're going to save that. So the quality is 0.1, and then the material is 180, and then speed is 50. And if I change this one, all the rest will change. Whoops, not 500. And then I always like to do the build adhesion, because for this print previously, one of the problems I was having is I'd reach 3 or 4 layer heights and the entire thing would just pull off. So I'm going to save this parameter, and then I'm going to select it in the menu, and I've got PLA. I can't change this nozzle, and this is what's driving me nuts. So I'm using PLA, and I'm going to go slice. Now we're looking at it, the preview, and make sure my printer's here. Yep. And we're going to print. Send it to the printer. Give it a moment. So we'll come back to the printer when it's done. In the meantime, I want to share with you a recommended experience. I previously shared this photo. This is my Honda Navi. It's a 110cc motorcycle or scooter, your choice. A lot of fun to ride. I've also shown, this is my 2022 Can-Am Spyder RT Limited Sea to Sky Edition. Like riding that. This is the first bike I've been able to get my wife to ride with me. As a kid, her uncle laid down a bike that she was on, and she's never touched a bike since. But because this is 3 wheels, she's much more comfortable. Which is why I ride 3 wheels. I would pick up more 2 wheels motorcycles, except my wife won't ride with me. Prior to that, I had this, and you can get a second seat on this, but this is a 2020 Can-Am Ryker 600. A lot of fun to ride this bike. And I'm bringing all this up because Can-Am is now offering a learn to ride class. So if you go to canam.brp.com, and the link will be in the description, you can sign up for one of their classes. And like it shows you in the lower right, these are $99 to participate in. In my state, when you take this class, you get a certificate from the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, which will get you a motorcycle license. Some other states, they do different things. They have different requirements, so go check. But even if you're not interested in riding, this is a fun weekend. These courses take place on parking lots. So it's a closed riding course, and you're not on public streets. So if you just want an interesting experience, learn about motorcycles, this is a fun way to do it. The Spyder is a semi-automatic transmission, and the Ryker is a fully automatic CVT transmission. So this is my recommendation if you have some time. Also, if you do this, call the driving school, because when I enrolled, I was able to get a $50 coupon, so that $49 or that $99 became $49. So it could be a good opportunity for you. But with that, we will wait for the printer, and we'll come back when it's done. So we are back at the bench, and we are looking at the new Benchy, which is here on the left, and you can tell because there's no dot yet. And then this is the original, and this is 0.1 layer height at 50 millimeters per second, and this is at 200 degrees Celsius, and this is at 180 degrees Celsius. In general, they look pretty much the same. The only real difference I notice is the layering is much more in alignment here than it is here. But I noticed on the other prints, on some of the other Benchies, a similar layering issue at the same heights. That tells me it's probably something related to the Z-axis and not to the G-code. But we see the same sag here and here. Overall, the print looks pretty remarkable, or unremarkable. The D is gone on the bottom, and the lettering on the stern is better, but not great. So, while it's an improvement, it's not much of an improvement. But in the meantime, I have another box of filament. So, I'm going to quickly get that set up. So we'll go into computer, and we'll go back to slice. And we're going to change this to PETG. And we're just going to use the easy mode basics. We're not doing anything different. So give me a moment and we'll get this started. And now we're back with the PETG Benchy on the left, and this is the PLA Benchy baseline. This is 0.2 layer height at 250 millimeters per second speed, and they are very similar. So I do note that that layering issue we saw elsewhere is not nearly as pronounced here. It is much smoother. The layers are in much more alignment here. The defects on the bow are better but not gone. We do get the lettering on the bottom. The stern is about the same, but like the TPU, we get the loops here and the loops here and all this sag. So I'm going to try lowering the temperature on this to the bottom of the range recommended by the manufacturer and see if I get a better print. But that is not going to be this week. I will share that with you later. And that is it for this week. We saw that the PLA, while printing at a lower temperature, can have a slight improvement. I don't think the extra print time justifies the layer height. I don't see the quality is that much better than the easy mode yet. We also saw that the PETG does work. It has similar issues to the TPU. I will try both at a lower temperature to see if we have any improvement. And as we approach the holiday, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. I don't know them all, but I hope you enjoy your winter holidays. And I've got one last thing to share with you. This is charming. I think everybody needs something cute to see once in a while. Charming is my Yorkie. She is now 3 years old. This is when I first got her. And I hope you enjoy that. Have a good day.